Talk back here with another video, and today I've got a first generation iPad versus the iPhone 2G comparison video. The reason I'm comparing these two devices is because they were both the first generation of their kind. So let's get started. So we will not be comparing how they run applications from the App Store, only the stock iOS apps. So first we're going to start off though with what iOS are both of these running. So I'm going to go into General and About, and this one is running iOS 5.1.1 and the iPhone 2G is running iOS 3.1.3, as you can see right there. And I'll zoom in on the iPad for you guys. iOS 5.1.1. So the iPad first generation's highest software is iOS 5.1.1 and the iPhone 2G is 3.1.3. So first we're going to compare the messaging application. And the iPad can use SMS texting if you haven't linked to your phone, or iMessage texting, while this one can only use SMS texting and it is no longer supported. So that means that the iPhone 2G cannot text anybody anymore. So now let's look at the Maps application. So here's the Maps. They work on both of them, as you can see. So here's the United States. Zoom in on Alabama. That is where we are. And then here is the maps on this iPad. It's taking a little bit to load, but here's Alabama right here. So the maps both work just fine on both of them. Now let's go on to YouTube. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, the YouTube application on both of these do not work. Do not work. They are unsupported, and it will just pop up if you click on it. A little video will just pop up that says it is unsupported. So that's what it looks like. So on both of these devices, the YouTube application is not supported. Now let's look at the contacts as soon as I find it on this one. Okay, here it is. So the contacts actually looks like a book on this one, which is kind of cool. So this one doesn't have any contacts. I just got that one. So let's compare the iTunes now, since they both have the iTunes store. Now I'm pretty positive that the music or the iTunes store on this one's going to load faster because it has a higher iOS. Yep. We'll be waiting for a while on the 2G. Yep, it just crashed. Let's try that again. And the iPhone 2G crashed again. So the iTunes store does not even load on the iPhone 2G. Next, let's compare the App Store. So here's the App Store on the the iPad first generation, which actually loads. Now the iPhone first generation should load. See, I was searching for the Western Digital MyCloud app because we have one downstairs, see if I could get it on this phone, but I'm not entirely sure, so we'll just wait and see if that ever loads. Okay, so the featured page of the App Store on the iPhone 2G finally loaded. So the App Store works fine. The only problem on the 2G is no app supports it. So the App Store really doesn't work in that manner. So now let's compare the photos. So I took a picture yesterday, if you saw my last video, of my dog to compare the camera, or to show the camera. This iPad doesn't even have a camera. You have to load photos on here. You have to load photos on this iPad. So I'll just show you how the camera works on this one. So there is, and I'll just go into the photo application, and there is the iPad picture that I just took right now. So the Photos application works just fine on the iPhone 2G. Now let me just say, the camera is actually not that bad. So I'm not going to compare the email application because I believe it is signed in to somebody's email. I'm really not sure. So I'm not going to compare the email application, but what I am going to do is compare Safari. Now both of these are probably not going, or the iPhone 2G, is not going to load fast. I've been trying to load YouTube. It can't even load YouTube. So let's just go to google.com. So it has loaded google.com. Let's see if it can load apple.com. I'm going to try it on both of them. This one has some tabs open, as you can see, which is surprising because I had to restore back up the other day as a jailbreak kind of glitched it all out. So it looks like the iPad is loading at first. Let's see if the phone even loads it. So the bar is moving just a little bit. Oh, it's almost loaded. So after waiting forever on the iPhone 2G to load on the little bar at the top of Safari, it doesn't even load the website correctly, or at all really. So the iPhone 2G Safari is very not useful at times, but it can load google.com, and it cannot load Jailbreak Me, as I was trying to do the Jailbreak Me jailbreak, and that doesn't work either. So that is how Safari works. So now let's compare personalization settings, or just settings in general. So we're just going to see what all settings can you adjust in this thing. Now this iPad has some apps on it, but not many. Well, it looks like just Google Earth. So as far as wallpapers go, I know I've heard this before, but you cannot actually change the home screen wallpaper on the iPhone 2G. You can on the iPad. As you can see, I've been using this wallpaper on both of these. I'll show you how it looks on the lock screen. And I've tried several wallpapers and it does not work on the home screen. So only on the lock screen do wallpapers work on the iPhone 2G. Now this iPhone does not even have iCloud settings, or well, you can sign in to the App Store on this iPhone. So let's look at the general settings. So on both of these you have about and usage. You do not have sounds, looks like. You have network, Bluetooth, and location services on this one, but not here, which is kind of weird. It's probably somewhere else, probably like in the maps. You do have auto lock, pass load lock, and restrictions on both of them. And you don't even have home on this one. Wonder what that tab would do. Never even seen that. You can change double clicking the home button. So you can do phone favorites, camera, iPod, home, and search. Oops. So I'm not sure what a phone favorite is, but we're just going to try the camera. So I'm just going to double click, and it brings you into the camera's application. That's pretty cool. It does not have that on this iPad anywhere to be found that I see. But what you do have in accessibility, you have Assistive Touch. And you can, not Assistive Touch, I'm talking about triple click home button. And you can turn on these things. VoiceOver is super annoying. Do not use VoiceOver. Assistive Touch is literally like something that will pop up, say like if your home button's broken, it's this little dot right here that's following me, and you can click on it, and there are different things that you can do. The iPhone 2G does not have that. So that is my settings comparison for both of these devices. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out if you had any questions about these two devices. So please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace.